Hi, welcome you all to RMG's Academy. Now we shall solve problems on ages. In almost all the competitive examinations, there would be the problems on ages. Let us find out some tricks, some ways in which any sort of problem on ages can be solved in a quick and a simple manner. Most probably, we all often forget that our solution to any kind of problem is entirely based on our approach. If our approach is right, then we can solve any kind of problem. So by solving these problems, let us find out certain approaches that will train our mind to think in that direction and solve any kind of problems on the ages. Now, in the problems on ages, the first and the foremost thing that needs to be remembered is, so usually there are three things. One is a present. I'll call it as PR. The other one is a future. And here is a past. So now, all of these, what is important is like the ages, whether it is given at present, whether it is given at future, or whether it is given at the past, needs to be understood. Let's say, for example, the age of a person, let's say, is 7 years over here. Okay. Now, what some 5 years back, what is his age? It would be 2 years. So this is 5 years back. And let's say after 10 years, what would be his age? His age would be 70. So this all we know. So instead of giving these direct values, we will give the ratios of certain ages. Now, we need to understand what is this ratio that is given, whether it is at present, whether it is at the past, whether it is at the future, and what needs to be predicted, whether it is the prediction is at the present or at the past or in the future. So this we can try to understand with an example. So let us take an example and try to understand how we quickly we can solve this kind of a problem. Take for example, this is a numerical that I'm going to solve now. The ratio of the present ages of a mother and her daughter is 7:1. So that means whenever such numericals are there, you need to have three columns, one present, one future, and one past. The ratio of the present ages of mother and her daughter. So let me call mother as M, daughter as D. Now this ratio is 7:1. So 7:1 is the ratio of mother and daughter at present. 4 years ago, so when I move back, this is some 4 years ago. The ratio of their ages was 19:1. 19:1. What will be the mother's age 4 years from now? So 4 years from now, what is being asked is, what is the age of mother? This needs to be predicted. In order to solve this, let us say that in all these numericals, we try to put some value of x. Let's say the age of mother at present be 7x. X is some factor which can take any value, any integer like 1, 2, 3, etc. Now we need to find this. So 7x, let's say 7x is the age of the mother at present. And now obviously the daughter's age would be x. Now, if I move back, this data is given. If I move back 4 years back, if I move, so what is the age of mother? It is 7x minus 4. And what would be the age of her daughter? It is x minus 4. Now the ratio of these two, the mothers and daughters ratio would be 19:1. So this I can write. This divided by this must be equal to 19/1. Now let us cross multiply this with this, and this with this. So what answer I get is, now this is 19, this is 7x minus 4. So 19 should be multiplied with x minus 4. So directly let me write this as 19x minus, so this is 19 into 4 is 76. Now this 19x minus 7x would be 12x. And this 76, if I get on the other side, it becomes plus 76 minus 4, which is 72. Now x is equals to 72 divided by 12. So x value is 6. Now what is the age of mother at present now? 7 into x, which is 7 into 6, 42 years at present. After 4 years, it would be 42 plus 4. So mother's age would be 42 plus 4, which is 46 years. So this is the answer. So in all such numericals, what you have to write is the data, whether it is at present, whether it is at future, whether it is at past, relevant data must be written. Some value of x must be defined, which needs to be found out in all the numericals, and try to find out the required things. So this is a simple way of doing such one numerical. Now let us try to solve a similar numerical. Now here there is one more numerical. So let me take up that. This is again the problem on ages. So now let me take one more numerical on this. If you can see, this is another numerical. The age of Raju and Amit are in the ratio 6:5 respectively. So that means what is being given is, again, now let me write these values at present, future, and the past. The ages of Raju and Amit are in the ratio 6:1. So this is Raju and Amit. They are in the ratio 6:5 at present. Now after 9 years, their ages is 9:8. 9:8. What is the difference in their ages now? So that means you are required to find out what is age of Raju minus age of Amit. So in this case, so now 6:5 after 9 years. So let us take that the age of Raju is 6x and age of Amit as 5x. X is some value that needs to be determined. Now, after 9 years, what is the age of Raju? It is obviously 6x plus 9. And what is the age of Amit? Which is 5x plus 9. That must be equal to, so this is the ratio, 9:8. We know that it is 9/8. Now cross multiply these two. Now here it is 6x, 48x plus 72, right, must be equal to 45x plus 81. Now 48x minus 45x is 3x, and 81 and minus 72 would be 9. What is the value of x out of this? 9/3, which is 3. Now what is the age of Raju? It is 6x. 6 into 3 is 18, and 5 into 3, 5x is the age of Amit, which is 5 into 3, 15. So the difference in their ages is 3 years. That is how you can find out. So always in all these problems, you have to put this right data. Now the past data is not given. So data associated with the present and the future is given. So like this, you can very quickly solve the numerical. Now let us take one more numerical on this. Now this is a numerical again on the same guidelines. The present ages. So whatever may be the problem, what you'll have to do is you'll have to just put this as present, some future data, and some past. Now let us write the data accordingly in each one of these columns applicable. The present ages of Rakesh and his father. So I'll write Rakesh as R, father as F. The present ages are in the ratio 2:5. So 2:5. And then 4 years hence. That means it is hence is always after. So 4 years from now, the ratio of their ages is 5:11. What was the father's age 5 years ago? So that means what he has asked is some 5 years back, what is the age of father? If you can put this, you will come to know what needs to be predicted. Now with this given data, let us say that 2x is the age of Rakesh. Father's age would be 5x. And similarly, after 4 years, what would be the age? So it is age of Raju is 2x plus 4. And what would be the age of his father, which is 5x plus 4. These are in the ratio 5:11, so which is 5 divided by 11. Again, you have to do the cross multiplication and try to find out this. Now this is 5x, this is 2x into 11 is 22x plus 11 into 4 is 44. 5 into 5 is 25x plus 5 into 4 is 20. Now this is 25x minus 22x is 3x. So this must be equal to 3x, and this must be equal to 44 minus 20, which is 24. So that means this value of x is equals to 8. Now the father's age down the line 5 years back. So that means what is the age of father, which is 5x, 5 into 8 is the present age of father, which is 40 years. 5 years back, his age was 35 years. That is how you can solve this particular numerical. Now let us take one more example. Here is one more example on the ages of problems on ages. So now the ratio of the ages of father. So before commencing any problem, just put this table as present, future, and the past. Now the ratio of the ages of a father and his son is 17:7. 17:7. 6 years ago, the ratio of their ages was 3:1. What is the father's age at present? So now, father and son, so F and S, if I can represent. So now this is what is the age of father? So that is being asked at present. Now here, let's say 17x is the age of father and 7x is the age of son. So when I move back to 6 years, 7x minus 6 would be the age of father, and this is 7x, sorry, this is 17x minus 6, and this is 7x minus 6 age of son. They are in the ratio 3:1, 3/1. Now again, do the cross multiplication. So this is 17x minus 6 must be equal to, so cross multiply 7 into 3, so 21x minus 6 into 3 is 18. Now transfer this on the other side, so this becomes 21x minus 17x is 4x, and obviously this 18 and it is transferred on the other side, so 18 minus 6 is 12. So what is the x? X is equal to 3. Now 17 into 3, 17x, 17 into 3, which is 51 years, is the age of father at present. So now with the basic table like this, so I can very easily understand what is the given data, how should I represent, and what needs to be calculated. So I think it takes hardly any time for you to calculate if you can put the proper data at the right place and you know what needs to be predicted. So with my next video, I would like to bring some more tips on solving the problems on ages with the different given data. Thank you.